Hello friends, today I have for you another very important topic of English grammar, and the topic today is main verb and helping verb. As we all know that verb is a part of speech and it's a very important part of speech. And what is a verb? Action words are called verbs. Now I'll be explaining you what is a main verb. Okay. So before explaining what is a main verb, first let me go through the examples. Now these examples that I have for you, the 5 sentences that I have for you, you must have noticed that these sentences are all statements. Please remember, keep in mind that these sentences are statements. They are stating some facts. Okay. So let's take the first example. Haren. Haren wrote a letter. So wrote is telling us of some kind of action that happened. So what did Haren do? Haren wrote a letter. So wrote is the verb here. Boys play football. Play is the action word. So it is the verb here. He gave the child a doll. Gave also tells of some action that happened. So it's the verb here. The cow eats grass. Eats again tells us of an action. So we can call it as a verb. The boy rang the bell. So rang is the verb. So what you have noticed in these sentences is that there is only one verb. And this one verb alone is able to make sense of the sentences. And they're making a complete sense. They do not require the help of any other verb. They are able to manage on their own. They are able to stand independently. So they are called the principal verb, or they are also called the main verb. Remember, main verb is also called the principal verb. Okay, and these main verbs can stand alone, and main verbs are used in statements to state facts. Now these wrote, play, gave, eats, rang, these are all main verbs because they are able to stand independently and they are able to make sense. Now I will be explaining you what is the helping verb. Now what is a helping verb? The word helping itself suggests that it helps. So who does it help? It helps the main verb. One thing to remember about helping verb is a helping verb is always placed before the main verb. Okay. So when does the main verb take the help of a helping verb? When the main verb wants to express situations like ability, it wants to express promise, determination, permission, obligation, probability, polite request, past habit, obligation, compulsion, ability, certainty, wish, then the main verb cannot do it alone. So in such a situation, the main verb needs some help, and then comes the helping verb. It takes the help of the helping verb, and only then it is able to express these expressions which I have mentioned just now. So let's look into the example. I dash not do it. So do is the action word and do is the main verb. Here the main verb wants to express challenge which it is unable to do. So what will the main verb do now? It will take the help of a helping verb, because helping verbs are used, as I told you earlier, to express. So now since it is main verb is not able to express challenge in the sentence, it will take the help of the helping verb dare. Only then it makes some sense. I dare not do it. So dare is the helping verb and do is the main. Now let's take the second example. Sandeepan, go there. So this sentence is not making sense. This sentence wants to express determination of Sandeepan. Okay, and the main verb is unable to do. So the main verb will take the helping verb will. So Sandeepan will go there. So will is the helping verb and go is the main verb. And now it makes sense and now the sentence expresses determination. Dash, I come in, sir. So here the main verb is come and the sentence wants to express a formal permission, but the main verb is unable to make a formal permission because it wants the help of a helping verb. So when it uses the helping verb may, then only the main verb is able to make a complete sense and it is able to express a formal permission. So may is the helping verb and come is the main verb. The fourth example of a helping verb is I dash drive a car. Drive is the main verb and the main verb wants to express ability which it is unable to do. So the main verb will now take the help of a helping verb and then only it will be able to express ability. My ability to drive a car. So the helping verb that it will take help is I can drive a car. So can is a helping verb and drive is a main verb. Another example, dash, you lend me your book. So lend is the main verb and here the main verb wants to express permission which the main verb is unable to do. So the main verb will now take the help of a helping verb. Only then it will be able to express permission in the sentence. So the helping verb that it takes help of is could you lend me your book? So it is a formal permission. Okay. So could is the helping verb and lend is the main. The last example to show you the difference between a main verb and a helping verb is I dash pay my loan. Pay is the main verb and the main verb wants to express compulsion that it since you have taken a loan from the bank and it is compulsory and it is your obligation to pay the loan. Since the main verb is unable to express compulsion in the sentence alone, so it will take the help of the helping verb must. So must is the helping verb and pay is the main verb. That's all for today, friends. And I am sure you are now clear with what is a main verb and what is a helping verb and what is the function of a helping verb. So now you know that the function of a helping verb is to help the main verb and main verb can only express statements, facts, but when the main verb has to express obligations, necessity, compulsion, then willingness, determination, then the main verb cannot do. In such a situation, the main verb takes the help of a helping verb. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching the video. See you again very soon. Until then, goodbye.